Debating has not killed the gaming. Anyway, let's dive right the fuck into it, though. Other than
my takes to become 100% dog shit.
Hey, Osman, a good video for the vibes of Donbass. Solo through war-torn Donbass. Didn't we watch this before? Number one Russia boo on the planet, bald and bankrupt. Anyway, I had a dream that I was showing my mom your stream, but then I turned it on. You were showing your chat, Cumsock. I'm pretty sure we did watch it. So, yeah, America killed the ISIS leader, and they did it literally in the most, like, America way possible, where they fucking murked the entire family of the ISIS leader, and they're saying that he actually blew himself up. Now, witnesses on the ground give different reports on what actually ended up happening versus what the American government is claiming that happened. It's like most of the children and women died. Like, it's just mostly women and children dead, the ISIS leader dead. I can't wait for the next one, you know. ISIS leader one murder was so good, so poggers. Where's the next one? You know what I'm saying? Like,
thanks for all the memories, Arjan.
It's always... And, you know, hella fucking kids died, dude. It's crazy. Yeah, 13 civilians, including 6 children and 4 women, were killed in the process. And they said it was a secondary explosion. Do you guys remember where that comes from? Anyway, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about all that. We're going to talk about all that. Personal news-wise, I worked out this morning and I fucking feel great, okay? Let's blast off. I'm blasting off quickly today. Fuck it. YOLO. Let's get right into the news. I worked out. I feel good. My whoop showed me sleeping 5 hours last night. And yet I still got like almost 2 hours of deep sleep, 1 hour of REM sleep. So I don't know how. I guess I'm fucking the best at sleeping efficiently. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like, it's just actually crazy. The whoop's constantly like, dude, I don't know how you do it. You're a G. You're a legend. It's weird. You know, really weird stuff that my whoop band keeps saying, like, we've never seen a quirked up white boy do it like you do. Okay, you're the most efficient sleeper on the planet. I knock out, dude. It is pretty funny though. Maybe because I just like work myself to the fucking bone or something. I don't know what it is, but like I literally knock out like this. I will. I'm the type of dude who just like runs into bed, jumps up, and the moment that my back touches the bed, I'm sleeping. Like, literally, just, it's so weird. I just go, ah! And then I fucking wake up in the morning at like exactly at like 6 a.m. exactly on the dot. I don't know. Are you sure you updated your firmware for it? I did, yeah. Tracking my workouts have been good too. I got a 9.7 out of functional fitness today.
I had a dream you and me went to haunted house, but it was actually haunted and you split up like a doof and got your head stuck somewhere, but I couldn't help you. Cheers.
You know, I did a fucking crazy workout. You spent 45 minutes at 60 to 7% of your max heart rate. This is 12 more minutes than you typically spend at this heart rate zone during functional fitness. You know, I worked out for like an hour and a half. 557 calories burned. Average heart rate 127, 124. Maximum heart rate was at 170. So, what do you typically work out as? I mean, I do whatever my trainer fucking gets me to do. It's kind of fun. Like, I've always worked out on my own my entire life. You know, I have had like really good friends that are trainers that would.
Haven't been in the stream lately, but your podcasts are nice to catch up.
Daycare is open. We're talking ISIS leader killed along with 13 civilians,
Hassle.
which the US considers a W. Of course. That's like the whole fucking story for today. The big news story of the day is that the ISIS one. Anyway, I married my landlord sent hitman to shoot me. What? Wait, what? Amazon delivery drivers are regularly asked by customers to dance for Ring surveillance cameras when they deliver packages. One driver and whoa, what?
6 months. Brain has
asked to do a chicken dance. Another driver asked me to do a twirl or a dance. What the fuck? Dystopian future, dude. Okay, well, dances on
14 months. Time to make my own bad chatter take.
Winter Olympics.
28 months.
Winter Olympics drama.
I think Hasan knows my name yet, heck.
Master Chef. Wallahi. We got it all. Get in now. People saying the civilians. Oh, does anyone have a meme for me? By the way, for the record, people saying like, oh well, they're claiming that, oh dude, the Pokeball one is sick, but I'll use that later when I'm playing Pokemon. Yeah, we'll talk about this in a second. The Expanse was canceled and Daddy Bezos saved it. It's a great story. You should look it up. What do you think about Romania? I don't think about Romania ever. I remember when I originally saw this shit that it quickly turned obnoxious, but yeah, we'll talk about Jason Van Dyke too.
11 months THX hassle.
Dude, oh, the other thing I watched last night. The other thing I watched last night was the fucking NFT folding. The NFT video by the folding guy. And dude, it's incredible. Like, it's so good. And for the people, Wallahi means no. We all know, chat. How dare you? How dare you disparage? I'm using Allah in my. I'm swearing to Allah that I will be watching, and you're over here fucking acting like that doesn't mean anything. Does anyone have a meme for me or not? I'm gonna die. Okay, I'm dead now. No memes. No memes. I'm just stealing it from OK Buddy, which we will be going to today as well. I haven't fucking gone to OK Buddy in too long. I've actually been going on OK Buddy on my own on my off time because it's fucking really good. OK Buddy without me has been popping, by the way. Like, OK Buddy, finally, it brings a tear to my eyes, but OK Buddy has taken off on its own completely without me. Look at this. One day ago, 400 upvotes. One day ago, 100 upvotes. You know, these are like fucking memes from 2 days ago with like 200 upvotes on its own, 500 upvotes, 2,000 upvotes from 3 days ago. Like, shit started to finally fucking take light, you know? Oh, this is sick. Okay, I'm gonna use this one.
And I'm a nurse and I deal with the sleep just fine.
So I'm really fucking proud. I'm really proud of the OK Buddy memers. I'm really proud of this community for finally, like, you know, putting legs on the memetics without me.
At HasanAbi, today is the day that Biden became president.
This is the weekend where I finally opened my last PO box. When chat does this, their camera talk just what? Oh my god, when chat does their camera talk, just show them and crush their souls. That could have survived. Hey, by the way, the last PO box is not the actual last PO box, weirdos. It's just the PO box that I haven't gotten to, that like the legendary final PO box that I never ended up doing, that I cut short and stopped doing. You know, and I'm gonna do it here. Blast off, blast off, blast off. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your foes, tell your enemies. Invite everybody. Invite different cultures into your home, and invite you know, Johnny Harris into your home. Invite me into your home. Me, an LGBT enemy, okay, an LGBTQIA plus foe, as demonstrated here, as I said yesterday, when someone said. I love this fucking I'm sorry, I love this video so much. Whenever like a new young like queer zoomer comes into the community and they're like a Minecraft adjacent person, you know what I mean? Because I know like a lot of the people on Hasan Twit are Minecraft fans, Minecraft stans, so they tell other Minecraft stans to like come and join the stream, and then when they join the stream they're like little babies. They're like, wait a minute, you know, they're like, what, hold on, I don't know what's going on here, you know? Okay, so one of those, I suspect this is a Minecraft stan that came in for the first time ever, said, it's so uncomfortable hearing you call characters queer coded. Haven't you said you're cishet? And this was my reaction to it yesterday. This is what you missed out on the Pokemon streams. I am homophobic and transphobic. I'm an LGBTQ enemy. I love that the Pokemon music is playing in the background while I'm saying this. Like, it's just so funny that Pokemon music is playing in the background as I'm saying this. I am homophobic and transphobic. I'm an LGBTQ enemy. I am a foe to the LGBTQ community. I'm a foe. And misogynistic. Biphobic too. Specifically biphobic. I am home. I think it's so stupid. But yeah, no, it's. I gotta fucking sit down already. I've been also monitoring my. Like activity, my daily activity, my daily like. Yeah, specifically biphobic. Looking at my tweet streams on Not Follow Me on Twitter. Yep. You are literally the most lesbophobic streamer I watch. Straight up. You would have been the most biphobic person in the 1950s. What even happened during that clip? Oh, it's just like, you know, someone who is like not very like aware of the vibes in the community when they come in, and they think like, you know, it's, oh, this is, you know, this is frustrating me, like what you're doing is frustrating me, it's, you know, you're making me uncomfortable by saying like a character that is 1000%, and I will literally fucking die on this hill. First of all, Pokemon is probably one of the gayest games I've ever played. Like, there's literally fucking trans colored like trans pride colored characters, okay? That's not an accident. These motherfuckers know, okay? Obviously Nintendo was like founded in, you know, 1748 or something. Like, Nintendo is older than America as a nation, so obviously that company is not going to openly be like, nah, we're gay as fuck, bro. But it's very obvious that they are gay without saying that they're gay, you know what I mean? Like, it is literally one of the gayest games I've ever played. So yeah, old Japanese businessmen still rule it, and obviously they're not gonna fucking like, they're not gonna say that a certain character is like trans or whatever, but like, it 100%, this is, bro, this is the most they femboy ass character I've ever fucking seen, dude, okay? And I said like, someone said like, oh no, Melly's pronouns are he, him. And I was like, fuck no, dude. This is a he, they ass. This MB's got the most he, they bussy in the entire fucking universe of Pokemon, okay? Literally a JoJo character, straight up. Like, the most he, they. So I said like, I said something along the lines of like, you know, I said this is a queer coded character, you know, which is like the PC way of saying this character is gay as hell, right? And they're literally not gonna say that. Like I don't think they're gonna say he they, but this is a he they ass character. This is a femboy, okay? Yeah, he they them. So so someone was basically saying like, oh well, I feel so I feel so uncomfortable. I feel so uncomfortable about this. I posted your incel. Are you fucking kidding me? I posted your incel clip to TikTok and it's kind of triggering Zoomers. Hasan is the perfect dude to out of context clip. Guys, I think he hates women. I mean, it doesn't. I don't think it has like that many. Oh my God, I hate women. I hate women so much. I've literally never hated women and feminists more in this fucking very moment than I do right now. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. This was the worst video I've watched. This was definitely the worst Jubilee video I've ever watched. It was so bad. Team Rocket in the 90s did a lot. Team Rocket destroying gender roles since 1997. Yeah, dude, it's fucking bananas. Like, come on. I mean, peep the choker, end of story. Thank you. Thank you. Like, there is, dare I say more? Come on. Come on. These motherfuckers walking around like they're a Twitter sex worker, okay? Posting on Femboy Fridays, okay? Constantly femboy posting. And motherfuckers in the chat are like, oh, I don't know about this. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. It's not even a choker, it's a collar. Straight up. Anyway, what is this? This is an election winning Dem message, by the way. President Biden, thanks Senate minority. Ugh, this is so annoying.
Let's go himbo. Let's go himbo.
Trump.
Oh, this is awesome. Okay. That's Azan's femboy made. Yeah, straight up. This is the best Sylveon meme. Do they have any idea how many of these are getting slaughtered every day to make your political flags? So much for the so-called tolerant left.
15 poggies.
Okay, we're done with the Pokemon memes for now, but so that was the reason why that rant, or well, not even a rant, it was just like memeing, saying, you know, I'm homophobic, I'm transphobic.
Time to get drunk and watch Hasan.
What are the chances the next president isn't a walking corpse? I mean, Donald Trump's pretty old, but he will be the next president, so.
Yeet.
Lib U during Black History Month. Capitalism during February. 1 month can't hold. 1 month can't hold our history. I can't believe that Nancy Pelosi bought this t-shirt for every single staffer. It's wild. Every single Democratic staffer is rocking this. Straight up. AOC shitting on capitalists. That's fun. I would like to see that. I would like to watch that. Dude, there's so much to cover. All right. Yeah, unlike Nolan, God knows about the latest digital technology, does not deny it, and is constantly creating new visions. Here is Hideo Kojima shitting on Christopher Nolan. Director George Miller in Japan. He's only known as the guy behind Mad Max. In the 90s, he revolutionized the video industry by using digital technology to add mouths and facial expressions to live-action pigs and Babe. Many copycat commercials and music videos were born. The full CG Happy Feet is also wonderful. God uses both analog and the latest digital technology. God, I love Hideo Kojima so much, dude. Holy fuck. I love him so fucking much. Anyway. You follow 2 Feet Music on Twitter and he became a crypto bro. He bought an NFT, HHH. I don't care.
Hi.
Dude, who isn't a fucking crypto bro, brother? Like, there's plenty of people that, you know, what are you going to do? What do you want me to do? Save them? All right. So let's get started on the ISIS leader that got fucking executed. The Kevin Samuel guy you looked at in the log off already pod did an IG live with Nicki Minaj. Wait, who's Kevin Sam? What?
What do you rate me?
Is that what we're starting off with?
Yeah.
I don't typically rate people. I ask.
No fucking shot is this real, bro. There is no, oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Are you serious? We have to watch this. Okay, but we're not going to do that yet. Do that later. It's fucking absolutely out of context, right? Like they clipped that, right? There's no shot Nicki Minaj did a Kevin Samuels fucking...
rabbit of nearly 8 years suddenly passed today. I am devastated, but Hasan and chat still making me laugh in these times.
Hasan, it's Black History Month and you're bringing up Nicki again. Be careful. Oh my Lord, dude. Kevin Samuel is like what happens to the fresh and fit guys when they grow up, but they get even more misogynistic and like more aggressive, okay? But like, I guess more dapper at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, is that a good way to describe it? Like, Kevin Samuel is an incredible character who just fucking rips into Hasan versus Black Twitter month-long special. Wait, what do you mean? Black Twitter fucking rips on Kevin Samuel, don't they? They're not gonna get mad at me for that. No, he's not a troll. He's literally, that's him. Okay, let's continue.
Operating on my orders.
So
Last night, operating on my orders, the United States military forces successfully removed a major terrorist threat to the world, the global leader of ISIS, known as Haji Abdullah. He took over as leader of ISIS in 2019 after the United States counterterrorism operation killed al-Baghdadi. Since then, ISIS has directed terrorist operations targeting Americans, our allies and our partners, and countless civilians in the Middle East, Africa, and in South Asia. Haji Abdullah oversaw the spread of ISIS-affiliated terrorist groups around the world.
I love that the auto caption thinks Haji is like not a name, but also a slur, because it is used as like sometimes, like it's like an old school post 9/11 slur against like Muslims. Is like, oh, you fucking Haji. I guess, right? So it thinks it's a fucking slur. That's pretty funny. Anyway, let's continue.
After savaging communities and murdering innocents. He was responsible for the recent brutal attack on a prison in northeast Syria holding ISIS fighters, which was swiftly addressed by our brave partners in the Syrian Democratic Forces.
If the U.S. made up an ISIS leader and said they killed him, how long could they get away with that, says Ryan Grimm. Now, the reason why Ryan is asking this question is because it is a very strange, okay, very strange that we have these like, I love American foreign policy because it's always like this guy that we just murdered, that we also ended up murdering like, you know, an entire fucking family of like children alongside this guy, is the worst terrorist. Like he's the terrorist that like other terrorists are learning how to terrorize from. Like it's always literally just like this guy. Now, I'm not saying that motherfucker that got killed is like a good dude, okay? I don't know at all. I have no opinion on his background. But what I do know is these homies come out of nowhere, okay? Like there's always a new alpha Pokemon that America seems to find and kill to do this. Look at us. We did that again. Okay? We fucking did that. We did that again, dude. And it's always like suspiciously at times when, you know, we need there's a need for like a little bit of PR press, you know? And there's always like, let's be real, there's always going to be like you know, a brown dude that you can just fucking murk.
22-month brain.
You know?
Thanks for teaching me.
Anyway, let's continue though.
He was the driving force behind the genocide of the Yazidi people in northwestern Iraq in 2014. We all remember the gut-wrenching stories, mass slaughters that wiped out entire.
Oh shit! One of the voice actors in Dying Lights is a fan. Oh no, we gotta. Damn, we gotta do it. We gotta play it now. I never played Dying Light 1. All right, let's continue.
Thousands of women and young girls sold into slavery, rape used as a weapon of war.
I think it's pretty safe to say the leader of ISIS is a bad guy. Yeah, no shit. No shit, of course. I'm saying that it's always funny whenever they're like, actually, this is the worst guy. Okay? Trump did this too, where they're like, this guy that we just killed, literally the worst. No one has ever existed that is as bad as this guy. Okay? they always find like a new guy that's the worst guy. Meanwhile, ISIS is like 12 people at this point, and they're like, just wait, dude. The next guy that we kill, also gonna be the worst guy. Okay, no one has ever killed someone as bad as this guy. Okay.
And thanks to the bravery of our troops, this horrible terrorist leader is no more. Our forces carried out the operation with their signature preparation and precision, and I directed the Department of Defense to take every precaution possible to minimize civilian casualties. Knowing that this terrorist had chosen to surround himself with families, including children, we made a choice to pursue a special forces raid at a much greater risk than to our own people, rather than targeting him with an airstrike.
Yeah, except, you know, like 6 kids died, 4 women died, and a total of 13 civilians died. The one person that fucking died that was like the ISIS leader, and then a lieutenant who shot back. So other than that, everyone else that fucking died literally still died in the precision strike that was ridiculous, right? And they say that he bombed himself, okay? They said that, like, he actually saw that, you know, he was about to get owned, and he just had, like, his suicide vest or just bombs at his house, and he blew himself up and his family, right? Which is exactly what they said on the final strike in Kabul, okay? They said there was a secondary explosion. Guess what? That was a fucking lie, okay? So, excuse me if I don't immediately believe that what they're saying is real on behalf of, like, the dude. Maybe it is, but it doesn't seem like it, because America always fucking lies about this shit. And not only that, but I also saw, okay, Psaki asked whether, aboard Air Force One, a reporter asked the White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki for evidence to back up the claim that Qureshi detonated a suicide bomb. Psaki asked whether skeptics think the U.S. military is not providing accurate information and ISIS is providing accurate information. No, it's not whether... First of all, I don't believe the United States military. No, I don't. I'll just say it right now. I 100% don't believe it. Like, in certain circumstances, I'd be more willing to believe ISIS than the American military on how a precision strike actually was precise or not, okay? Straight up. Because they do lie. They lie all the fucking time. They've never not lied. Most of the time, they don't even talk about it. And then when they do talk about it, they just fucking lie. We know for a fucking fact that the Kabul explosion that was targeted Hellfire missile strikes, and it was a total lie that there was a secondary explosion that was the reason why, you know, a fucking courtyard full of children died. And the guy wasn't even a fucking person on the terror list. He just happened to drive a car that happened to be the same fucking car that they were looking for. And they just totally lied about it. They totally fucking lied about it. Not a single person has been held accountable for that, by the way. We wiped out on our last day of Kabul, okay? We wiped out. Here, I'm going to get to the witness stuff in a second, for the record. And this is the other reason why I think it's fucking bullshit, because this morning I woke up and I fucking read this. I read all of this shit, okay? And I saw the interviews, and that's precisely the reason why I don't believe it's fucking, it's real, okay? Here. This is not ISIS. This is just a neighbor, okay? This is what the neighbor's testimony is. We're going to get to that in a second, though. Let's finish the details of this.
We made this choice to minimize civilian casualties. Our team is still compiling the report, but we do know that as our troops approach to capture the terrorist, in a final act of desperate...
You're being a bit biased. This is very pro-Muslim, anti-American commentary. I'm being a bit biased. Okay, dude. Come on. Please stop. Dude, are you kidding me? I mean, fuck ISIS and fuck the leader of ISIS or whoever they've decided is the leader of ISIS, okay? This time, now, okay? But if you think that this isn't like literally the modus operandi of the American military, I don't know what to fucking tell you, okay? That's got to be bait. As a 60-month subscriber, he's baiting me.
He, with no regard to the lives of his own family or others in the building, he chose to blow himself up, not just to the vest, but...
HasanAbi talking about ISIS will be very biased, no matter how good the Biden administration does. When it comes to anti-terrorism, I can't wait for him to spin it against the interests of the chatters that do not have a subscription and thus will get an ad at the top of the app. The fucking funniest part about that is that motherfucker is like not even a sub, okay? The dude that baited me into the fucking oh my god. Okay, dude, yeah, this is a half day, boys. This is a half day. Stream's over, okay? That's done. It's done. We're 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 done. That was too early in the fucking day to do this to me. Fucking gray name Andy over here, dude. Oh, holy shit. You are in the business of coked up, quirked up JSOC operators? Yeah, this was a good stream. We're done for the day, though, I think. Oh, fuck. Let's be really, probably ban that person for baiting, and that's their sock account? Yeah, most likely. That was a precision strike. That was a lethal targeted strike. Also, if you want to fucking, again, avoid the lethal and precise targeted strike of the top of the hour ad break, all you need to do is subscribe. You can do that for $5, or you can do that for free with a Twitch Prime, that is. Or if you're lucky, you get gifted a sub like by Geese Mank, who just gave 2 community gifted subs. Here's the 1 minute ad break now. Okay? That was lethal aid.
Let's go.
So, let's continue.
To blow up that third...
I do not believe that the fucking dude blew himself up, okay?
Rather than face justice for the crimes he has committed, taking several members of his family with him, just as his predecessor did. I'm grateful for them.
First of all, they never captured these dudes. Like, it's not like they were going to capture this guy. No shot. They were just going to murk him anyway. So, like, the idea that, like, our fucking special forces actually go in and like capture people without fucking canoeing their faces, okay, is a laughable one. Okay, so there's that. The interesting part about this also is that like it was literally a mile away from the Turkish border, okay, and there's obviously like troops stationed in the northern corridor, Turkish troops, so it's like super close to the Turkish border, and it's super close to Turkish military positions as well. So bet your fucking ass that was a collaborative effort, okay? Anyway, let's continue.
Immense courage and skill and determination of our U.S. forces who skillfully executed this incredibly challenging mission. The members of our military are the solid steel backbone of this nation, ready to fly into danger at a moment's notice to keep our country and the American people safe as well as our allies. And I'm also grateful to the families of our service members. You serve right alongside these soldiers and sailors, Marines, Special Forces, the loved ones, giving them the strength and support they need to do what they do.
What? It's illegal for Biden to lie about what happened, though? So you are wrong. It's illegal for Biden to lie about what happened? Yeah. The American president has never lied about military operations.
Service members and their families, we're forever grateful for
That's a good one.
Do for us, and we owe you a debt. Thank you. We're also aided by the essential partnership of the Syrian Democratic Forces. I want to commend our dedicated intelligence community, the Department of Defense, and members of our national security team.
They can always kill Daesh leaders, but they only really do it for political purposes. Yeah, like these guys, they know exactly where they're at. They know what safe houses that they're hiding in, okay? And they just like wait for the most opportune time to just wipe out a city block and then fucking dab themselves up and be like, hoorah, we're still doing it, baby. Meanwhile, this dude is just like jerking off the hentai in some fucking random like Syrian apartment where he lives with like his wives and his children and shit. You know, he's not a good guy, don't get me wrong, but like the idea that like The idea that like, oh man, we really found this guy that we were looking for a while now. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. That's so stupid. Oh, that's so stupid. It's pretty funny to think like it just, you know, this is not okay. Let's just continue.
Throughout the government, whose meticulous and tireless work over the course of many months ensured that this mission succeeded. This operation is testament to America's reach and capability to take out terrorist threats no matter where they try to hide anywhere in the world. I'm determined to protect the American people from terrorist threats, and I'll take decisive action to protect this country. And we'll continue working with our close allies and partners, the Syrian Democratic Forces, the Iraqi security forces, including the Kurdish Peshmerga, and more than 80 members of the global coalition to keep pressure on ISIS to protect our homeland. We remain vigilant. We remain.
Damn, bro. No fucking shouts out to the Turkish forces. Like, I see you, Biden.
Prepared. Last night's operation.
I see you, Brandon.
Took a major terrorist leader off the battlefield, and it sent a strong message to terrorists around the world. We will.
There's 0% chance that like this was not a fucking coordinated. Because the area that he's doing this. The area that they're doing this is the northern Syrian corridor, which is like right on the border of Turkey and Syria, which the Turkish military now controls, right? Remember, like they went in and they took over all the towns and they've like assumed control of over all the towns. And that was like a big fucking, there was big drama there as well. But no, he didn't say that. Turkey supports ISIS, dude. Yeah, totally, dude. Anyway, let's continue.
Come after you,
bro, I love, man, my favorite thing is American leftist Westerners, like just Western leftists who think that like every single fucking military group in there does not despise one another and like routinely murder one another. You know what I mean? Like whether it's a militia or whether you think like, oh no, like, you know, YPG good, Turkish military hates YPG, so they fucking obviously, because YPG is killing ISIS, then the Turkish military must like ISIS. It's like, no. It's not true. That's ridiculous. Like, anyway, let's continue.
Once again, today, we continue our unceasing effort to keep the American people safe and to strengthen the security of our allies and partners around the world.
If you don't believe Turkey supports ISIS after both Baghdadi and this guy was taken out, wait, Baghdadi and this guy was taken out in Turkish occupied areas, lol. Dog, what do you mean? Pakistan, the fucking Pakistani Annapolis had Osama bin Laden living down the street. If you think that America is unaware of where these people are in like controlled territories, I don't know what to tell you. If you think that America is able to do special operations without the previous know-how of a country that is a NATO country that they are aligned with, that they totally give the fucking go-ahead on like numerous other instances, if you think that America is like operating without letting Turkey know that they're going to go next to a military position, okay? Next to a fucking military position that's like in Turkish controlled territory in the northern Syrian corridor, and you think that like Turkey did not know about it ahead of time, I don't know what to tell you. These countries collaborate with one another regularly. That's why it's fucked up when America promises the Kurds a nation state and then fucking leaves them to die in the hands of Turkish military, because the Kurds on the ground know that the American government is going to absolutely fucking let them go and absolutely fucking allow Turkey to roll over them. Of course, the Turk trying to shift blame after a Kurdish USA raid took out the ISIS leader in Turkish occupied territory. Wait, what? You think I'm pro ISIS or something? What the fuck? Are you insane? Turkey's support to ISIS has been with the go-ahead of America, okay? With the go-ahead and knowledge, the prior knowledge of the United States. Turkey's support to ISIS is the extent of the American support to ISIS. Okay, it's like the UK support to ISIS. Like when where the fuck was the ISIS base that they just like completely ripped apart? The Kurdish forces like rolled over. I just fucking the city, the main like. I don't think it was Mosul. No. Anyway, listen. Maybe it could have been. No, it could have been. No, it was Raqqa. I think it was Raqqa. When they went into Raqqa, okay. When they went into Raqqa, British special forces offered logistical support to ISIS fighters and family members of ISIS fighters to retreat, okay? They literally fucking shipped them somewhere else. These guys are, this is something that is, you know, it's something that happens regularly. How do you not know that Turkey literally elevates Islamist forces in Idlib, Lamau, the police force in occupied Idlib are Islamist groups? Yes, they are. But you are looking at it thinking that the Islamist forces that are operating on behalf of the Turkish military, that are trained by the Turkish military, that even have ex-ISIS members in them, are not literally fucking working to kill ISIS people. That's how the region is, okay? Talk to someone who is from there or has actually went into and fought there. Talk to fucking Brace and you will understand, okay? The idea that this conflict is black and white, the idea that this like, you know, oh, Turkey loves ISIS or fucking Turkey hates the Kurds is so fucking stupid, especially because Brace will be the first person to tell you that they got training both from the fucking CIA and also Turkish forces as well. When he was a part of the fucking, he was the Western guy that that responded to the international call of arms and joined YPG. How do you think that happened? Not every Islamist is ISIS. They're not good guys overall. But very strange that all of you fucking idiots think that you understand this. So Turkey sometimes supports Islamist forces in the same way the USA and the UK sometimes support ISIS. I'm trying to understand. Yes. Hasan keeps touching his hair. Go off, King. Thanks.
3 month. No brain rot. When brain rot?
Anyway. American libs try to out knowledge on actual Turk on Turkey speedrun impossible difficulty. Damn, we got an Erdogan fanboy here. Wait, you think I'm an Erdogan fanboy? Are you fucking insane? I can't even go back to Turkey, dumbass. What the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, this story is always funny, but we're losing sight of the main thing that we were talking about, which is that I don't believe that this person fucking blew himself up. As far as skepticism goes, do I believe that this is like the most important leader of ISIS or whatever? Not really. I think it's just like, is he a bad guy? Most likely, most definitely, right? Do I believe he's like the most important leader of ISIS now? Probably not. There's just like, they know where these motherfuckers live. They use it strategically to execute them strategically to get like a big PR push for the military. Do I believe that he blew himself up? Fuck no, absolutely not. Anyway, so here's on the ground reports that are absolutely contradicting the American statement here. First of all, let's start off with this one. When someone on Air Force One asked Jen Psaki for evidence to back up the claim that Qureshi detonated a suicide bomb, Psaki said, "Don't you trust the U.S. military instead of ISIS?" So that's fucking bullshit. But I mean, the U.S. has not always been straightforward about what happens with civilians, and I mean, that is a fact. Then at the State Department spokesman Ned Price was repeatedly asked for evidence for the U.S. government's claim that Russia plans to create a false flag propaganda video as a pretext to invading Ukraine. Price responded, if you doubt the credibility of the U.S. government or of the British government, of other governments, and want to, you know, find solace in information that Russians are putting out, that is for you to do. These guys are not even trying anymore. They literally are just like, just listen to us, you fucking idiots. What's wrong with you? We're the American government. You're supposed to be doing propaganda. And 99% of the time, the press corps does operate in unison with the State Department. They do actually fucking do propaganda for the State Department and for the DOD. But for some reason, the lightest of fucking pushback causes these entitled dickheads to just be like, you don't believe us? Wow, you must want to kiss the enemy. It's like, are you a fucking child? Are you a dickhead? Are you fucking stupid? You literally lie all the time. Your entire purpose as a mouthpiece in the government is to lie to the press, okay? Of course, a contentious press is supposed to be one of the most important tenets of a fucking free country. And of course, they're going to do that. You can't go, nah, boo-boo. You don't trust me? Oh, do you want to hug and kiss Vladimir Putin? Is that what's going on? Ooh, you must like ISIS. Ooh, it's like literally fucking gray names in the chat do a better job of figuring out counter propaganda than these motherfuckers that are getting paid like $200,000 a year that have been in like the NatSec sector for such a long time. It's crazy to me. Why the fuck would anybody ever trust the American government especially on this issue? Okay. So anyway, the raid happened in Syria on Thursday and had been planned for months. The U.S. troops suffered no casualties. 13 civilians died, including 6 children and 4 women were killed, or as the U.S. calls it, collateral damage. And I'm going to give you further information on that in a second. Hold on. This is Ted Cruz being cringe. More cringe shit. Okay, buddy. Camera breaking. That was the fucking main post that I asked you guys to blast off with. By the way, I was 100% right in Kabul, okay? Just remember, I was 100% right on Kabul, and you were fucking wrong if you doubted me, so suck my dick. So, Spencer Ackerman, who I love and trust, who I've had on the show, and Ryan Grimm as well, and Spencer has been literally covering this since before you motherfuckers half this chat was alive, okay? Remember, Spencer Ackerman has been a NatSec reporter since before half of this chat was alive, okay? So just remind yourself of that reality when we're having this conversation. He goes, another dead obscure terrorist leader. Time to start 2 stopwatches. The first counts down how long until the official story about the operation turns out to be bullshit. The second, shorter clock, is the time it takes to generate a new obscure leader of the terrorist group. Okay. Here is a little bit of translation from the actual fucking convo here. Okay, so this is the photo. Images circulating online, I won't reshare them, show a number of dead children as well as a bearded man. Much speculation as to his identity. This AFP picture also shows the roof, the top floor of the building where the tenant's sister and child apparently lived, destroyed. The New York Times quotes an anonymous senior American military official. This is important. Stories like this are very important for you to understand. Why are they very important for you to understand? Because the gray lady, okay, the paper of record, the New York Times, the New York motherfucking Times, works in unison with the Pentagon, okay? Here is how they do it. Here is how they get you to believe it. These are not just like, these are the people that are creating the news, okay? I need you to understand. ISIS guy dies, big baddie. We beef up how big of a baddie he is, and then we obscure the details of how he was killed, okay? So, remember that. This is really, really, really important, okay? So the New York Times quotes this anonymous senior American military official. Wow, interesting. Is that how you fucking do? Is that how you do journalism? You just like fucking protect your source in that situation where it's a senior American military official saying an explosion inside the house was likely what caused the target blowing himself up. So the reason why I have a interesting relationship with media in general, specifically the New York Times, for example, is because this is the outlet that does this propaganda, but that's also the same outlet that also did the fucking investigative piece that blew the lid on the Kabul bombing on the last day where the American military forces were retreating, right? Remember in Kabul where America tossed lobbed Hellfire missiles on a fucking on a courtyard where they ended up murking a dude that worked with like NGOs and shit, and his entire fucking family of little babies. Remember? And then remember how they lied about how that was a secondary explosion that also occurred? In that situation, they said there was a secondary explosion that wiped out the family. Oops, collateral damage, right? And I told you that it was sussy as fuck. And the New York Times did an actually really good job about the investigative reporting there, where they well, this is not what I'm talking about though. They actually were the ones that they did a video investigation about the guy who was delivering water to his neighborhood when he was fucking executed by the American government. Yeah, they said they thought he was a terrorist when he was just simply delivering water. And they lied and said there was a secondary explosion that caused people to fucking die when that wasn't the case either. And the New York Times did really good coverage on it where they... Wait, what the fuck? Why can't I just like avoid this? Okay, there it is. No U.S. troops will be punished for deadly Kabul strike. Pentagon chief decides. Yeah, exactly. We investigated ourselves and found no wrongdoing. So it's the same shit. Like the same situation
as flex.
You were so fucking biased. It's not even funny. The alleged drone strike sized hole left by ISIS leader after killing himself and several civilians without killing any special forces members was completely legitimate and should not be questioned at all. Yeah, exactly. Dude, come on, bro. Just because it looks like it was a fucking drone strike shaped hole does not change the reality that the American government is telling you something and you should definitely listen to them. Anyway. Even worse, the secondary explosion was said to be a bomb that was in the innocent dude's car. Yeah, they lied. They fucking lied. They literally lied about that. And they will continue to lie about shit like this because, you know. Anyway, big pinch of salt, obviously, in Kabul, August 29th drone strike. They said there was a clear secondary explosion. That was a fucking lie. Remember I said that was sussy. People said I was like fucking pro-terrorism even back then. You know, classic stuff. I was right. Everyone else was wrong that doubted me. So just remember that. Biden announced the raid killer as the leader of ISIS. Okay. And then the official tweet from Biden, who's expected to speak later, think it may become a talking point that the location of the house was only a few miles from the Turkish border. So that's where, like, there's a lot of Turkish military presence in this region. This region is technically now, like, functionally controlled by the Turkish government. The northern Syrian corridor is, like, controlled by the Turkish government. The American government gave Turkey the northern Syrian corridor to control. Like, they allowed that to happen. So anyone that tells you that is not true is fucking a clown ass and lying to you. Okay? For more on exactly what happened during the raid, this fascinating interview with a woman who allegedly lived in the same building. If you look carefully, the picture above, it's actually 3 stories, not 2. Quick translation below. Apologies for the mistakes. I watched the interview as well. She says, the planes came around at 1 a.m. There was a first, second, and third floor. They were shouting that we needed to get out of the house, men, women, and children, and that we would be killed if not. They fired a missile shell while we were inside. Then they fired bullets and we were inside. Then my husband went out and my son. They said, get away from the house and lie down on the ground. I came out behind them, but I didn't see them on the ground. They said, put your hands on your head and get on the ground and take off your hijab. I was very scared. I couldn't tolerate it. Then I took my children and get inside. They said, you will die, you will die. Wow. Then they threw a missile inside, a second one. My husband said they want to destroy the house. Khalas, let them. Don't move. I went out. They took the kids from me directly and searched me and handcuffed my hands behind me. They took me over there under the tree. This is an interview that she's doing with like a local news, like an Arabic news station. Okay. The neighbors were there as well. They hit my husband and hit my hair. Honestly, the neighbors don't know each other. I only know Abu Ahmad's family. The interviewer says, when they were shouting to you with loudspeakers, did they mention a name? No. Then the planes above us started to hit the top floor with machine guns, meaning that the man couldn't go down to get out. He couldn't get out or his children. Did you see any killed? No, I saw remnants of bodies. And they hit it, and his son died. He still had 2 daughters and a 15-day-old son. The father and mother and brother were killed, and the kids survived. Kids are a girl around 11 years old, a girl 7 years old, and a boy 4 years old, and a 15-year-old boy were taken out. The person might be thinking it's a plane, but it could be a helicopter as well, or it could be a drone. But the idea that, like, Biden says directly that Qureshi blew himself up on the 3rd floor of the building, says they chose to carry out the operation with special forces rather than an airstrike to reduce the danger of civilian harm. And for some reason, though, weirdly enough, the person on the ground that's giving an interview is saying that that's not what happened. They didn't mention that, like, you know, someone blew themselves up, and they're talking about missiles being lobbed into the fucking building. So yeah. Justify and agitate the invasion of Iraq, New York Times, totally credible, man. No, but you have to remember, it's not that simple, okay? It's not just like New York Times bad and fucking gray zone good or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of these outlets fuck shit up, okay? They do it to propagandize, they do it to sensationalize, they do it because they have, you know, other points of view. But the New York Times also does good reporting as well, as I mentioned. So they are the ones who literally take the fucking State Department propaganda hook, line, and sinker and report it to you, okay? But then they're also the ones who were part of the reason why they cracked the whole Kabul story wide open. DoD spokesperson was grilled repeatedly about civilian harm, seemed to admit U.S. forces shot accidentally one child on the 1st floor. And finally, hopefully, the images released by the DoD showing the house before and after the explosion, allegedly Qureshi blowing himself up. The New York Times did do that expose on how many civilians are killed in drone strikes at the same time. Yeah, they do both. They do both. Does the American government think they can get away with this and lie because of 9/11? What do you mean, dude? The American government... Okay, here's the interesting part that I will tell you. This is a sign of progress. It's really sad to say, but it's kind of like the similar situation with Palestine. We're like talking about Palestinian rights openly without getting barraged by like mainstream media as an anti-Semite, being declared an anti-Semite, is relatively new. And it's a sign of progress. This, having this level of coverage on it, and being able to talk about this, or even the New York Times doing the Kabul story, is a sign of progress. Because back in the day, you didn't even have coverage of this, okay? They would just say, people died, shut the fuck up. And there was never ever like serious, like skepticism or people questioning this narrative ever. If you question it, you were anti-American, you were a terrorist lover, you wanted to suck and fuck the terrorists, okay? And same with even like UK and you know, same with the stuff in Syria, same with the stuff in fucking the conflicting reports coming out of Ukraine with like America's interest in fucking Russia and Ukraine, and then the Ukrainian authorities saying something different. Like all of this is very interesting to see. Here's what the New York Times says at the bottom of their story. Given the fluid nature of early reports in a complex raid like Thursday's operation, the military's initial version may be incomplete. Accounts of other events have at times turned out to be contradictory or sometimes flat wrong. Yeah, I wish they exercised that same level of skepticism instead of fucking putting in exactly what the fucking you know, what the high level military official had said, okay? And not only that, but also, dude, the Daily today released a fucking video on is ISIS back while this fucking military operation was ending. Like before the fucking bodies were cold, the Daily was already crafting a fucking narrative that is basically like playing a secondary role in justifying these sorts of strikes against people that we have declared to be like big baddies. Okay? So that's weird. That's fucking really weird, man. The timing on that is really, really fucking weird. fact that the USA uses the drone strike follows a long logic of military strategy that can go back to the Second World War, so I do not understand why the world are still surprised when the USA drone strikes everyone. Yeah. So just understand that. New York Times saying witness contests the U.S. story. He heard an explosion that he thought was a missile fired at the house and heavy gunfire. So, it is completely unacceptable that we have absolutely fucking normalized this sort of behavior where, like, America can play world police and say, well, one ISIS guy died, 13 civilians, six children, 4 women. 13 civilians overall died, but hey, the big baddie ISIS guy died, so it's fucking fine. Completely insane to me, okay? That is not, you can't do that. These are human beings. You cannot fucking do that. You could not do that in the aftermath of 9/11, but you still did. And the American government still did that and totally got away with it. 20 years later, we're still doing it. And it's fucking insane. Okay? It's absolutely pathetic. It's psychotic. It's bloodthirsty. It's completely unacceptable.
Savannah, this is breaking news. The president announcing
I'm going to pee. I'll be back in a second.
The, quote, leader of ISIS has been, quote, taken off the battlefield. It comes after overnight those special forces carried out this raid in Syria using helicopters. Witnesses on the ground saying there were clashes between U.S. special forces and fighters on the ground. Savannah, I'm just going to look down to read you some of that statement from President Biden because we have just received that statement. It says, last night in my direction, U.S. military forces in northwest Syria successfully undertook a counter-terrorism operation to protect the American people and our allies and make the world a safer place. And the president goes on to say, thanks to the skill and bravery of our armed forces, we have taken off the battlefield Abu Ibrahim al-Hashimi al-Quraisi, the leader of ISIS. And he says all the Americans have returned safe from the operation. Savannah, there is also reports from a monitoring organization here in the UK that 13 people were killed in this operation, including women and children. As we say, Savannah, details still emerging over what happened there in Syria. Savannah?
Yeah, and I would just add a senior administration official is alleging that at the beginning of the operation, the target himself detonated a bomb that resulted in killing of his own family, including women and children. That's coming from the White House, from a senior official. This is breaking right now, Keir, so we will nail down those details and get back to you with more. Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it.
So, uplifting stories, yeah. Do you want more uplifting stories like this one? Look at this deranged tweet from the children. What the fuck is that? Wait, I'm like worried. That's a live leak video underneath it. Alternative NOAA, the unofficial persistence team of the NOAA, not taxpayer subsidized. This guy says, I'm proud of Biden for ordering the raid in Syria. As vice president, it was well reported he was reluctant of such actions. As POTUS, the decision is his alone, and the world is a better place when terrorists are dead. Qureshi had no respect for life. Thank you to the operators who served. It's sad when kids are killed, but the hard truth about these kids, they're not the type of kids who come home after school and play soccer with their friends. They're the type that start killing during their childhood. Their fate was sealed anyway. Nothing could save them. You are literally worse as a human being, like infinitely worse as a human being than any number of children that have come from ISIS families. Okay? Straight up. You're a worse person. You're literally 1000% a worse person. Okay? You're straight up a fucking fascist. You're a worse person than those kids ever will be, okay? Like, this guy's a terrorist. What the fuck is the NOAA? Studies the oceans and atmosphere to understand our planet? What the fuck? Yeah, I mean... It's crazy. It's historically known that children can't be redeemed anyway. Yeah. How the fuck do people like this spawn? Delicately. If the daily is fomenting ISIS, that hopefully means the military-industrial complex realized fomenting war with Russia over Ukraine was insane. I mean, it has been insane. Imagine if, say, UK killed one ISIS guy and 12 Americans in the US, it would be a different tone on these sick people. Oh my God, I work for the actual NOA. Please do not confuse us. We just do climate and science shit. No, this is an unofficial NOA account. It's not real. It's not like... There was some disgusting chatter who said this is a war where people die. What of it? Can you explain to him that America isn't being threatened at all? What fucking war is there? Yeah, dude, that's completely unacceptable. Like, that's not a thing. That's not a reality. Like, you can't just be like, this is a war. There is no war. This is just the world's most powerful military force routinely and regularly just slaughtering people for funsies. And in this circumstance, I think they're doing it specifically for PR. Okay. Anyway, let's see what Felicia Sudmez has to say. At today's White House and State Department press briefings, reporters pressed for evidence to back up U.S. government statements about recent events in Syria and Russia, respectively. In response, officials suggested that those reporters might be more inclined to believe ISIS and the Kremlin. Yikes. Aboard, we already talked about that. Not providing accurate information, and ISIS is providing accurate information. That's what Jen Psaki said. The reporter did not back down. Then at the State Department, spokesman Ned Price was repeatedly asked for evidence on the U.S. government's claim that Russia plans to create a false flag propaganda video as a pretext to invading Ukraine. I love 2014 imperialism for funsies, Obama tactics. I mean, everybody does that. It's not just Obama. It's like every administration has done that. Every single one. It's not war per se, but ignoring the obvious dangers of real terrorism doesn't make it any better.
These are the words that
what? That was me, Puggo. The obvious dangers of real terrorism? You mean the American military-industrial complex that regularly fucking wipes out entire city blocks for no reason other than PR? Because that's real terrorism. Okay? Like, that's crazy. Can you imagine if the police force behaved this way? Like, let me just explain it to you so you understand it a little bit better, okay? The American government operates like a police force, okay? The police of the world. Imagine if they came to your fucking house, busted your door down, and killed your entire fucking family, okay? Because your uncle is a bad guy, okay? He's a bad guy. By the way, America did do that. The move bombing. Google 1985 move bombing, okay? Pennsylvania. But that's completely unacceptable, right? That's insane. Well, they do that all the time. Okay? They do it non-fucking stop. They are the most prolific terrorists. How can you ignore what ISIS and other extremist groups are doing in Africa? You can't just deflect everything by saying, oh, America's worse. Wait, what? So ISIS doesn't exist? Are you trying to bait me? I mean, if I speak, I'm in big trouble. So ISIS doesn't exist? Dude, what did this do for ISIS, dude? Are you fucking stupid? What did killing 13 civilians do for ISIS? What is happening right now? Are you guys... Dude, sometimes I unironically feel like I just have people in this community that are like, yeah, I work for the Department of Homeland Security. Like, whatever. I like watching Hasan because he fucking shits on Republicans. He shits on Democrats. We all like to have fun. But like the moment that like foreign policy comes into play, I'm literally going to start frothing out of the fucking mouth. Like, and sound like a John Bolton type. Like, well, what are you? Are you John Bolton? Are you in here? What's going on, dude? What the fuck is this? Well, this is like, are you a 85-year-old pathetic, parasitic neocon freak? Is that what happened? Is that what's going on right now? Did you work for the George W. Bush State Department? What the fuck? They're commenting on your statement that there isn't a war. There isn't. There is not. It's not fucking anything, okay?
Almost 2 years, Pog.
Yikes, dude. War with who? War with what? Oh, that's because you literally have those people in here, no joke? I know that there are people in here that like work for the American government. I know. Like the Department of Homeland Security example was a real one. I know because someone at the airport literally came up to me and was like, dude, I used to work for the Department of Homeland Security. I love your fucking streams. And I was like, what the fuck? Do you not hear like 90% of the shit I say? John Bolton's a good singer. Feels dank, man. Different Bolton.
2019 Zanesville City Auditor election. Check it out.
Anyway. What a ridiculous fucking take. Ignoring the dangers of terrorism. We are the most dangerous terrorists. The threat of ISIS is very real, though, and the people that fought ISIS there were more happy about the U.S. presence until they left because of piece of shit Trump. No, that's not... No. No. You're fucking insane. I feel like I'm talking about they will treat... I feel like I'm talking to Donald Rumsfeld right now, dude. We're invading. And Donald Rumsfeld is in the chat. You're just out of your fucking mind, okay?
14 months feels dank, man. Love chat and streamer, man.
You're out of your mind. And there are plenty of fucking one-offs, like random people that you can literally point to right now. And I'm sure you could do that and be like, well, look, people were way happier when we were there. Like, look at this person that's in the Kurdish militia that also is now working for the CIA. Like that person said, he's very happy that America was there or whatever. But ultimately, by and large, okay, these regions have to have autonomy, like a constant fucking... Dude, it's crazy, man. You really think we have to have a constant fucking permanent war? Are you psychotic? Do you not understand that you are ISIS? Like, you are literally worse than ISIS. America is worse than ISIS. They are. Partially because they absolutely created ISIS, okay? And they continue to feed ISIS by doing this shit. What do you think happens? What do you think happens when you wipe out a fucking city block? What do you think happens when you just fucking drone strike and murk 13 civilians and terrify the shit out of people? Their house is gone. What do you think is going to happen to those people? Do they have to just suck it the fuck up? What will they do? What is going to happen? Of course they're going to be pissed, dude. Are you fucking insane? It's called blowback, motherfucker. Holy shit. What goes around comes the fuck around. And people do not understand this because we sit on our fat fucking asses on our couches and watch this like it's a televised, broadcasted event. It's no different than the Israeli dudes that fucking did the cinema thing where they popped fucking couches on top of the West Bank and watched Gaza get fucking blown into oblivion. Okay, not West Bank, sorry. what is it, like the Haifa night? What the fuck was it called? I forget what it's called. It's no different than that. Okay, you're just watching it on CNN, eating popcorn, and these people that are fucking dying are nothing but, like, you know, characters that are fucking dying. Okay.
Yo.
But for you, it's just war on television. Okay. For those people, it's their entire lives and livelihoods. Dude, ask the woman how being hit over the head in her own house in that interview, how happy she was. Her house that no longer exists, by the way. I agree with you 100%, but I feel like normies will clip America's worse than ISIS and you'll have a great time with that. I've said that many times over. What do you mean? America is literally the most prolific terrorist on the planet. Like, the ISIS shudders in fear. They cower in fear with, like, what America can do and regularly does and gets away with. Are you fucking insane? Flip it and ship it wherever you want, motherfucker. I've said this a million times over. I said this about Iran too. Like, America is a way bigger terrorist state than Iran. Like, not even a question, dude. Sderot cinema is what you're talking about with the Israelis. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, literally.
I think they should just clear off all the city. Just take it off the ground. Yes, I'm a little bit fascist.
That's what you sound like when you're like, come on, bro. Come on. But like ISIS, bro. Come on. ISIS is pretty scary, you know? Just a little bit. It's the job of reporters to ask for proof to back up government statements. Doing so does not mean one believes propaganda put up by the U.S. adversaries. I imagine these officials know that. Are they simply throwing out these accusations in an effort to deter questions further? Yeah, it's just fucking, they're just whipping you, okay? You are their bitch as in the media, okay, in the press corps. And the moment that you, like, ask, like, normal fucking questions, dude. Okay? The moment that you ask any sort of fucking questions, they're like, wow, dude, that's really fucked up. Like, I can't believe you. You're fucking piece of shit. You must love. You want to hug and kiss ISIS, dude. That's what it is. You love ISIS. You're like, ISIS is my bae. ISIS is number one. That's what you think. How dare you question us? By the way, Crowder saying it's totally fine, America. A big win for the U.S. today. Yeah, see, this is why Biden did it. So that fucking clown asses like this could be like, big win for Biden. As ISIS leader Abu Ibrahim al-Hashimi al-Qurayshi dies by suicide. We're relieved no American troops were lost in the raid. Good on you, America. But 4 women and 6 children were tragically killed by this coward. How does it feel when you're... how does it feel, chatters, when you are in agreement with Steven Crowder? Because I know a lot of you don't have any way to analyze, like, politics other than the concept of, like, team sports. So the only framework that you have to analyze political events, especially when it comes to foreign policy, is team sports. So you're agreeing with Steven Crowder.
Win here. Look, I don't care who's running the country as it relates to this, whether it's former Vice President Joe Biden or President Harris, President Donald Trump. The leader of ISIS, Abu Ibrahim al-Hashimi, I hope I'm getting that right.
Oh, how couldn't you be?
Was killed in Syria. Yeah, that's what people will be upset about. Like, well, you didn't get his name right. Yeah, okay, you know what? Fine. I'll check my white privilege when he stops bagging 6-year-old girls. How about that?
Putting 83 octaves in your name.
Yes. I don't have the back of the throat spit enough because we're all a little bit sick. So the Pentagon stated that, if we're trusting what the Pentagon says, that the man actually triggered a bomb, which killed himself and, unfortunately, 13 civilians, including 4 women and 6 children. No U.S. casualties. Look. Well, first off, hey, you know what? This guy's dead, so take that win. Good on you, America, right?
Yeah!
Woo!
Meanwhile, Crowder will 100% shit on Biden about this later on. Yeah, of course. The reason why he's not even talking about civilian casualties is probably to fucking criticize Joseph Robinette here. Okay, we're done.
A coward. And I think it's also a testament to when people say the United States is just as evil as these other countries. Look, the United States, obviously, I don't think we should police the world. I'm more of a non-interventionist. I don't believe in most of these forms.
What? Oh, yeah. Okay, bro. Steven Crowder's a non-interventionist.
Foreign wars, you guys know that pretty well. But when was the last time you heard, or you've heard of a general? Do you remember Patton blowing himself up and taking out 6 kids?
Yeah.
MacArthur? It's not something we do. Let's not act as though there's a moral equivalency, okay? This is a man who cares so little about the people for whom he's fighting that he killed them. He killed them in a coward's way out.
Yeah, exactly.
Muhammad Ali.
Yes.
It's not true.
I prefer Muhammad Ali Ermi.
No.
What are you about to call me an asshole?
Yes, I was.
Points out
Look,
that's
this
not
guy,
true.
if he's like, all right, I'm about to die, here's your options. Go out.
Dude. Yeah, we nuked Japan. And, like, we didn't really need to do that at all. But we did it anyway to flex that we could and to show, especially the USSR and the rest of the world, that, like, we have this power and we are not afraid to use it. So that's pretty bad. Also, like, this is why, dude, where's the skepticism, bro? Where's the skepticism of the government narratives, Mr. Anti-interventionist, Mr. Isolationist? What happened? I love that, dude. I fucking love that. This is why these homies are just fucking straight boot suckers, okay? This idea that they are anti-interventionists or isolationists is a fucking gigantic lie. This idea that they're skeptical is a gigantic lie. Oh, I'm only skeptical of the government narrative when they're telling me to wear a mask. But when it comes to, like, ISIS guy blew himself up, definitely, dude. Definitely, that's a real thing for sure. Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, man. Because why? Why did that narrative come out? For this reason. So that fucking idiotic reactionaries can think, oh, it's totally justifiable. The 13 people that fucking died that had nothing to do with this dude, they deserve to die as collateral damage. And they didn't die in the hands of the glorious American military, but instead they died in the hands of the big bad ISIS guy that I didn't know anything about until this morning. And now I know he's the worst guy on the planet and, you know, had to be killed.
Out and fight, which I don't want him to go out and kill American troops, so don't get me wrong.
Of course not.
I'm glad that he didn't take anybody of our side with him. That's the win. But you just killed 6 women and children, 4 children on top of that. I mean, go outside and blow yourself up, asshole. I'm sorry.
It's not about killing women and children. It's about ethnicity.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Not about race, child.
Just me, you sounded a little roomy to me.
I'm totally
hearing your echo. It could just be because my hat is ruining the seal on my head.
I think it is.
So, yeah, look, that's a good thing, and I think we want to be consistent. Look, like when Rush Limbaugh got into all this trouble, God rest his soul, he said, you know, I want Obama to fail. People said, you want it? No, he didn't.
Rest in peace, baby.
He didn't want America to fail.
No.
He wanted Barack Obama to fail in implementing his policies. I don't want America to fail. If America is going to fight ISIS, I want us to fight them and win. Yeah. I just don't think that Americans have the stomach for war anymore. If you're going to go to war...
By the way, this is why they did this. This is literally why they did this. So they could, like, have, you know, a little bit of positive coverage. Like, yeah, we fucking did it. We did it, dude. You think the explosion is prop? What do you mean? No, I think we fucking cratered that building with either, like, machine gun fire or missiles, okay? Could be a drone. Could be fucking, what is it, like the AC-130 or whatever, okay? And we absolutely cratered that fucking building. But there are clearly, you know, fucking civilians in that building. And they don't want to admit that they killed civilians. So this is a big win. This is like, oh yeah, he killed himself. He blew himself up. Hope, homie, you mad? Why would I? Yeah, I'm so mad, dude. I'm so mad. I'm not mad. Do you want to know why I'm not mad? Because I'm used to it, okay? I know how this works. This is how it works all the time. Like the top of the hour ad break, it comes at the top of every hour. If you're still mad, then just fucking subscribe, okay? God damn it. But no, I'm not fucking mad. I'm used to this shit. Like, yeah, this is the most normal shit on the planet. America is always going to lie. You are the one who's like, no, I want to take the American government's narrative on this issue because I feel better about it. Like, I feel better about myself. I feel like America's the good guys, killing the bad guys. And the helicopter got blown up without any evidence? Wait, what do you mean? Wait, do you think that there weren't fucking helicopters? How do you think the special forces got there? Do you think they walked there, dude? Do you think they drove up there? How do you think special forces operates? Do you think they flew there? Are they wizards? Hey, thank you, Jamaican Runner, for the 25 get the subs. And thank you, Funnel Cake, for the 5 get the subs, allowing 30 people to no longer see the ads at the top of the hour, which are coming right now. But if you're not lucky enough to get an ad or get a subscription, then you're gonna have to make your own luck by subscribing for $5 or for free with the Twitch Prime. Here's the woman ad right now. Yeah, they portaled in there, dude. They lost a helicopter in the raid on this one too. No, you're talking about fucking Osama. You're talking about when they killed. The U.S. helicopter had a mechanical failure, so they blew it up not to leave it behind. Night Stalker MH-60 Black Hawk lost in successful raid. They killed ISIS leader in Syria. Oh my God. Oh my God. They did. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. They did it again. That's so funny. Not their fault. Battlefield 2042 is just buggy as fuck. That's funny as fuck, dude. Dude, honestly, just don't fly a helicopter. Don't do it. It's just not smart, okay? We need to abolish helicopters.
America.
The U.S. killed the leader of ISIS in Syria. The second ISIS leader to be killed in a little bit more than 2 years. The most detailed biography of the killed leader and his fascinating background is here.
Number 1 at losing.
Despite the literally hilarious commentary of late, the killing of Qureshi shows how impressive the U.S. This guy's such a fucking bootlicker. U.S. CT capabilities versus how bad ISIS' ability to keep up with the pressure. This leader made zero statement / appearance yet the U.S. caught up with him and who he was from day one. See, I mean, this is what I'm saying, by the way. This is literally what I mean when I say this. Like, we know where these guys are all the time, nonstop.
Love you, Hasan.
And then we strategically decide to fucking do a precision strike. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to Joseph Robinette Biden. Really good stuff.
And Vice President Harris, Majority Leader Schumer, Mitch McConnell. Mitch, I don't want to hurt your reputation, but we really are friends. and that is not an epiphany we're having here at the moment. You've always done exactly what you've said.
I think it's disgusting. Like, he's a disgusting freak. Mitch McConnell is, and for him to say, like, we are really friends, like, it just kind of gives the game away. You're also a disgusting freak, and I despise you. You are a despicable piece of shit. You're gross. What do you mean? Oh, he always does what he says. Like, he just, like, fucks you over. Like, he says he's gonna fuck you over, and he does. It's great.
Man of your word, and you're a man of honor. Thank you for being my friend.
Shits on Bernie. Yeah. Every time he has an opportunity to be like, oh, fucking, I'm not Bernie, by the way. I'm not Bernie, by the way. But Mitch McConnell, he's my friend. Fucking idiot. I hate the Democratic Party so much. But then you have this guy, okay? Trigger warning, Ted Cruz. Inflation is out of control. Gas prices are high. Food prices are going up. Lumber prices are going up. And tickets to Cancun are up 32%. Making a joke about Cancun and how he ran away to Cancun last time electricity went out in his state. Sugarfoot Thomas, thank you for the 5 the subs.
Tell Murat I say hi.
Now, friend of the show, Ted Cruz, trigger warning, but friend of the show, Ted Cruz, could have been doing the Trump style memes about like going to Cancun and shit early on, but he didn't. Blamed his fucking family for it. Okay.
14 months
Just some safe
brain
work
rot
footage
baby.
of the helicopter scrap. Video from a pro-revolution TV station based in Turkey shows a reporter in Syria recording in front of the wreckage. He says the U.S. helicopter was destroyed in the raid that President Biden says killed the leader of ISIS. This is pretty funny, dude.
Sleigh boots down the house, yes, mama.
But no, instead of fucking being like, yeah, I did it. I went to Cancun. What of it? He literally fucking went and blamed his daughters, you know? He's like, yeah, I did it for my daughters. And now he's joking about it. Anyway, Amazon delivery drivers, Instagram Live. We'll do the Guantanamo stuff in a little bit. I don't really care about fucking Jon Stewart's take on Spotify and shit, dude, honestly. I don't know. I did see this. A pure gold cube worth 11.7 million is sitting in Central Park with security. One German artist definitely wins the award for thinking outside the box. A cube made from 186 kilograms of 24 karat gold was constructed and dropped in the middle of Central Park. The art piece has to be actually fucking guarded at all times for obvious reasons. It's valued about 11.7 million. And now the box is positioned at the Naumburg Bandshell venue early this morning. The work is a conceptual work of art in all of its facets. It's to create something that is beyond our world. It's intangible. A cryptocurrency is also being released alongside the cube called the Castello coin. It will be traded as CAS and is now able to be purchased online at 0.44 each. And an NFT auction is also scheduled for February 21st. Gallerist Lisa Kendhofer noted the art publication of the cube has been seen as sort of communique between emerging 21st century cultural ecosystem. I hate this. It's ugly as fuck, and I hope someone steals it. I really hope. I hope that they can like juice up. I really, really hope that they can just like juice up the fucking security guys, like just grease them, and then just steal this piece by piece, dude. I really, 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 I want it more than anything else. Please, I hope someone is able to fucking successfully steal that shit. Obviously, it's really heavy, so you're gonna have to like cut it down. I don't know why. Why talk about a New York Post article then? What? Why are you giving advice? What do you mean? I'm not giving advice. I'm just saying, like, it would, in a video game or in a book I read, you know, 400 pounds is quite heavy to just, like, steal on its own and be able to mobilize. So, like, you would need probably a dolly in the book that I was reading about thefts. And, like, you know, once you have a dolly or something like that, you could potentially be able to move it around with ease. But if not, you would, I don't know. You'd probably have to try to break it into pieces. I don't know. They'll pay for security for a block of metal, but won't give humans healthcare. That's not, I mean, yeah, that's. What if someone melted it, lol? That's what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna end up melting it regardless. So I don't know what would be the best time to do it, but they can't be fucking on it 24/7 security wise.
Hassle.
So I think, like, you know, figure out the nighttime guys, what their schedule looks like. Give them some money to look the other way.
White peepo pussy.
And then just fucking dolly it up, baby. I really hope this happens. Straight up. I just like, obviously, you know, I don't want any of you guys to do it. Don't do it. Crime is bad and wrong, but like,
Bat chest,
you know.
Crypto cube bat chest.
All right, let's see what Diamond and Silk has to say.
Without question, is he's the blackest president that we have ever had in this nation.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Yeah,
he is.
I said it. I said it. President Trump. What?
Imagine you're gonna go to jail for your crusty ass. Okay. All right. Here's AOC talking about capitalism to Yahoo Finance of all fucking places. Let's see what she had to say.
In a broad sense, because when we toss out these big words, capitalism, socialism, they get, sensationalized, and people translate them into meaning things that perhaps they don't mean. So, to me, capitalism at its core